What if the secret to a happy, independent life after 60 isn't expensive treatments or complicated programs, but 8 simple care practices that anyone can start today? In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the exact 8 care secrets that keep seniors happier, healthier, and more independent than those who ignore them, backed by real medical research. And I'll show you the one simple practice that Harvard researchers say adds more years to your life than diet and exercise combined, but almost no one talks about it. 2 men in my neighborhood both turned 70 last year. One follows these 8 care practices and is traveling, volunteering, and living joyfully. The other ignored basic self-care and now spends his days feeling miserable, isolated, and dependent on others for help. The difference between a happy old age and a miserable one comes down to these 8 simple practices. Tip 1. Prioritize quality sleep over everything else. Quality sleep isn't a luxury in old age. It's the foundation of every aspect of your health, happiness, and independence. Most seniors accept poor sleep as normal aging, but that's completely wrong. Poor sleep is destroying your health and quality of life in ways you can measure and feel. Johns Hopkins Medicine reports that seniors who consistently get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep have significantly lower rates of heart disease, diabetes, depression, and cognitive decline. Plus, they maintain better physical function and independence than those with poor sleep. Sleep is when your body repairs damage, consolidates memories, clears toxins from your brain, regulates hormones, and resets your immune system. Without quality sleep, none of these critical processes happen properly. My neighbor Harriet struggled with constant fatigue, unpredictable mood swings, and worsening memory problems for years. She accepted these as inevitable aging. When she finally prioritized sleep with a consistent schedule and proper sleep environment, all 3 issues improved dramatically within a month, and she felt like herself again. Chronic poor sleep creates a cascade of health problems that accelerate aging and steal quality of life. Your brain can't clear the toxic proteins that accumulate during the day, which directly contributes to Alzheimer's disease and dementia. Your immune system weakens because it does most of its work during sleep, making you vulnerable to infections and illness. Your blood pressure stays elevated because your cardiovascular system never gets the rest period it needs, increasing heart attack and stroke risk. Your blood sugar regulation fails because sleep deprivation makes your cells resistant to insulin, leading to diabetes. Your balance and coordination suffer, dramatically increasing fall risk. Your mood deteriorates, causing or worsening depression. And your body can't repair the daily damage to tissues, muscles, and organs, accelerating the aging process throughout your entire body. Go to bed and wake up at the exact same time every single day, including weekends and holidays. Make your bedroom completely dark, using blackout curtains or an eye mask, cool between 65 and 68 degrees, and as quiet as possible. Avoid all screens, including television, phones, and tablets, for 1 full hour before bed because the blue light disrupts melatonin production. Create a relaxing bedtime routine you follow every night. Perhaps reading, gentle stretching, or listening to calm music. Avoid caffeine after noon and large meals within 3 hours of bedtime. If you wake to use the bathroom, use only dim nightlights to avoid disrupting your sleep cycle. Give your body time to adjust to these changes. It may take 2 to 3 weeks to see full benefits, but improvements often begin within days. Every night of poor sleep damages your brain, weakens your immunity, and accelerates aging throughout your body. Prioritize sleep tonight. Tip 2. Maintain meaningful relationships and social connections. When did you last have a real, meaningful conversation that made you laugh or feel genuinely connected to another person? If it's been more than a few days, you're putting your health and happiness in serious danger. Social connection isn't about being popular or having dozens of friends. It's about having a few meaningful relationships where you feel seen, heard, and valued. Harvard's famous 85-year longitudinal study on adult development, which followed people from their teens through old age, conclusively shows that strong relationships are the single most important factor in happiness and longevity, more important than wealth, fame, social class, IQ, or even genetics. People with strong social connections live longer, experience less depression, maintain cognitive function longer, and report dramatically higher life satisfaction at every age. My friend Nathaniel became increasingly isolated after retiring from his accounting job. Within 2 years, he developed serious depression, stopped taking care of himself, and his physical health declined rapidly. Reconnecting with old friends and joining community groups at his daughter's insistence reversed his decline completely within 6 months. Social isolation kills through multiple biological mechanisms that most people don't understand. Chronic loneliness triggers constant stress hormone elevation, which suppresses your immune system, increases inflammation throughout your body, and raises blood pressure and heart disease risk. Your brain loses the complex stimulation that comes from social interaction, accelerating cognitive decline and increasing dementia risk by 50%. You lose motivation for basic self-care when no one notices or cares whether you're taking care of yourself. Depression develops or deepens without the emotional support that relationships provide. Physical activity decreases because you stop doing the social activities that kept you moving. And isolated seniors often don't seek medical care when needed because they feel it doesn't matter or have no one encouraging them. Studies show that social isolation increases mortality risk by the same amount as smoking 15 cigarettes daily. It's literally killing millions of seniors. Schedule weekly contact with friends or family members and put these appointments on your calendar as seriously as doctor visits. Join clubs, groups, or organizations that match your interests. Book clubs, walking groups, volunteer organizations, religious communities, hobby groups, or senior centers. Volunteer regularly for causes you care about, which provides both social connection and sense of purpose. Call or video chat with someone you care about every single day, even if just for 10 minutes. Attend community events, classes, or activities even when you don't feel like it. Motivation often comes after you start, not before. If old friendships have faded, reach out today. Most people welcome reconnection. If mobility is difficult, many organizations offer transportation assistance. Make social connection as non-negotiable in your life as eating or sleeping, because it's equally essential for survival. Isolation is destroying your immune function, accelerating cognitive decline, and literally shortening your lifespan right now. Reach out to someone today. Tip 3. Move your body. Every single day, daily movement isn't about fitness goals, weight loss, or becoming an athlete after 60. It's about maintaining the physical function and independence that determines whether you can live life on your terms or need help with basic activities. Your body was designed to move, and when you stop moving regularly, it breaks down rapidly. The Mayo Clinic confirms that seniors who move at least 30 minutes daily maintain mobility and independence years longer, have 50% fewer falls and fractures, experience significantly slower cognitive decline, and live independently far longer than sedentary seniors. Movement isn't optional for healthy aging, it's absolutely essential. My neighbor Geraldine could barely walk to her mailbox at age 68 without becoming winded and weak. She genuinely feared losing her independence. She committed to daily walks, starting with just 10 minutes, gradually building endurance. At 73, she now walks 3 miles daily, travels independently, and has more energy than she did 5 years ago. A sedentary lifestyle causes rapid, measurable decline across every body system. Your muscles atrophy at an accelerating rate, losing 5 to 7% of mass each decade after 60 without resistance exercise. Your bones lose density, becoming brittle and prone to fractures that end independence. Your balance and coordination deteriorate, dramatically increasing fall risk. Your cardiovascular system weakens, making your heart work harder and less efficiently. Your joints stiffen and become painful from lack of movement. Your metabolism slows, making weight management nearly impossible. Your cognitive function declines faster because physical activity is one of the most powerful stimulators of brain health. And your independence disappears as you become unable to climb stairs, carry groceries, get up from chairs, or perform the basic activities of daily living. Every day you don't move, you're getting weaker and closer to dependence on others. Walk for 30 minutes every single day at whatever pace is comfortable for you. Speed doesn't matter, consistency does. Do simple strength exercises using your own body weight at least 3 times weekly. Chair stands, wall push-ups and leg lifts are enough to maintain strength. Stretch every single morning for 10 minutes to maintain flexibility and prevent injury. Take stairs instead of elevators when possible. Stand up and move around for a few minutes every hour if you spend significant time sitting. Join group exercise classes designed for seniors if you need motivation and social connection. Use a cane or walking stick if you need extra stability. It's better to walk with assistance than not walk at all. Start where you are today, not where you wish you were, and gradually build from there. Muscle loss, bone weakening, and balance deterioration are happening right now every single day. You remain sedentary. Start moving today. Tip 4. Nourish your body with real, whole foods. Are you eating to truly nourish your aging body and provide it with the nutrients it desperately needs, or just filling your stomach with convenient processed foods that accelerate decline and disease? Most seniors eat far too many processed packaged foods and far too few real whole foods that actually provide nutrition. Research from Tufts University shows that seniors who eat primarily whole, unprocessed foods, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, have dramatically lower rates of heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and cognitive decline. Plus, they have more energy, better mood, and significantly better quality of life than those eating processed diets. My friend Wallace lived almost entirely on frozen dinners, packaged snacks, and fast food because cooking for one seemed pointless. His doctor warned him his health markers were declining rapidly and his energy was terrible. Switching to primarily whole foods, Wallace lost excess weight, gained substantial energy, and his blood work improved so dramatically his doctor was amazed. Poor nutrition accelerates every aspect of aging and disease. Processed foods are loaded with added sugars that spike blood sugar, promote diabetes, and cause inflammation throughout your body. They contain excessive sodium that raises blood pressure and strains your heart and kidneys. They're full of unhealthy fats that clog arteries and promote heart disease. They lack the fiber your digestive system needs, causing constipation and other problems. They're depleted of the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants your body requires to function properly and fight disease. They contain additives and preservatives that may harm health in ways we're only beginning to understand. Poor nutrition weakens your immune system, accelerates cognitive decline, steals the energy you need for active living, worsens all existing health conditions, and makes you feel terrible physically and mentally every single day. Fill half your plate with vegetables at every single meal. Fresh, frozen, or canned without added salt all count. Eat protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner to maintain muscle mass. Eggs, fish, chicken, beans, Greek yogurt, or cottage cheese. Choose whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, oats, and whole wheat bread over white refined grains. Snack on fruits, nuts, and vegetables instead of chips and cookies. Avoid foods with ingredient lists you can't pronounce or that are longer than 5 items. Cook simple meals at home rather than relying on packaged convenience foods. Roasted vegetables with grilled chicken is simple and infinitely healthier than frozen dinners. Drink water throughout the day instead of sugary beverages. If cooking for one feels pointless, cook larger portions and freeze individual servings for quick, healthy meals later. Your body is literally built from what you eat, and poor nutrition is accelerating your decline and stealing your energy right now. Improve your very next meal today. Tip 5. Keep your mind sharp and engaged. Your brain needs daily challenge and stimulation, just like your body needs movement. Without regular mental exercise, cognitive decline accelerates rapidly and independence eventually disappears. Mental decline isn't inevitable or uncontrollable. It's largely the result of not challenging your brain consistently with new learning and difficult thinking. The National Institute on Aging confirms that seniors who regularly engage in mentally challenging activities maintain cognitive function years longer, have significantly lower dementia risk, and preserve the mental sharpness and decision-making abilities essential for managing their own lives and living independently. My neighbor Pauline noticed worrying memory problems at 72 and genuinely feared she was developing dementia. She started learning piano, doing challenging puzzles daily, and reading complex books that required concentration. Her cognitive function noticeably improved over 6 months and has remained stable, giving her confidence and independence. Without regular mental challenge, your brain physically changes in measurable ways. Neural connections you don't use regularly are pruned away, reducing your brain's processing capacity. Your processing speed slows because you're not practicing quick thinking and decision-making. Your memory weakens because you're not regularly encoding new information and retrieving stored memories. Your ability to learn new things deteriorates because you've stopped trying. Your problem-solving abilities decline because you're not solving problems. Your attention span shortens because you're not practicing sustained focus. And eventually, you lose the cognitive abilities needed for managing finances, making medical decisions, following complex instructions, and all the mental functions required for independent living. The brain is like a muscle. What you don't use, you lose, and the loss accelerates with each passing year of mental laziness. Do challenging puzzles daily. Crosswords, Sudoku, word games, or jigsaw puzzles that require concentration. Learn completely new skills or hobbies that challenge your brain in unfamiliar ways, musical instruments, foreign languages, painting or woodworking. Read books that require real concentration and thought, not just light entertainment that doesn't challenge you mentally. Have deep, meaningful conversations about substantive topics rather than just superficial small talk. Take classes on subjects you know nothing about at community colleges or senior centers. Embrace technology rather than avoiding it. Learning to use computers, smartphones, and apps challenges your brain powerfully. Play strategy games like chess, bridge, or complex board games. Do activities that combine physical and mental challenge, like dancing or playing sports. The specific activity matters less than genuine difficulty. It should require focused attention and real mental effort. Cognitive decline and memory loss are accelerating right now without regular mental challenge. Exercise your brain today. Tip 6. Practice gratitude and positive thinking. Your mindset and attitude about aging directly impact your health, happiness, and even how long you live. And you have complete control over your thoughts and perspective. Many seniors develop increasingly negative attitudes about aging, constantly complaining about aches, limitations, and losses. This negativity creates a self-fulfilling prophecy that accelerates decline. Yale University research shows that seniors with positive attitudes about aging live an average of 7.5 years longer than those with negative attitudes, experience measurably better physical health, recover faster from illnesses, and report significantly higher life satisfaction regardless of their objective circumstances. My friend Iris complained constantly about aging, her aches, her limitations, and how much better things used to be. She was genuinely miserable despite having reasonably good health and comfortable circumstances. When she started a daily gratitude practice and consciously shifted her perspective, her entire outlook transformed within weeks, and remarkably, her physical health markers actually improved measurably. Negative thinking about aging becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy through multiple mechanisms. Constant negative thoughts trigger chronic stress responses that weaken your immune system, increase inflammation, and accelerate physical decline. Negative attitudes reduce motivation for self-care, exercise, social connection, and healthy behaviors, creating actual decline. Complaining and negativity drive people away, increasing isolation and its health consequences. Pessimism about aging makes you give up on activities and challenges, causing the very decline you feared. Focusing constantly on losses rather than remaining abilities creates depression that makes everything worse. And negative expectations actually influence health outcomes. Studies show that people who expect poor health often develop poor health, while those who expect to age well often do age well, partly because expectations influence behaviors and partly through poorly understood mind-body connections. Write down 3 specific things you're genuinely grateful for every single morning before doing anything else. Focus consistently on what you can still do rather than what you've lost. Shift your mental attention deliberately. Avoid spending time with chronic complainers whose negativity is contagious. Speak positively about your age when others ask. Say, "I'm doing great for 75," rather than complaining. Help others regularly, which gives perspective on your own situation and creates positive feelings. Find purpose and meaning through contribution, learning, or relationships. Challenge negative thoughts when they arise. When you think, "I'm too old for this," deliberately counter with "age is just a number and I'll try." Surround yourself with positive people who lift you up. Negative thinking is destroying your happiness, accelerating your physical decline, and stealing years from your life right now. Practice gratitude today. Tip 7. Stay current with preventive healthcare. Are you actively managing your health with regular checkups, screenings, and preventive care, or are you waiting for problems to become serious before taking action? Many seniors avoid doctors when they feel fine, but this is a catastrophic mistake. The CDC reports that preventive care, including regular screenings, appropriate vaccinations, and routine checkups, catches serious conditions like cancer, heart disease, and diabetes early when they're most treatable, preventing up to 70% of premature deaths in seniors. Early detection is literally the difference between life and death for many conditions. My neighbor Clayton avoided doctors for years because he felt fine and didn't want to know if anything was wrong. A routine colonoscopy, he finally had caught early-stage colon cancer that was completely curable with simple surgery. His doctor told him that delaying another year would likely have made it terminal. Skipping preventive care means missing serious conditions until they're advanced, difficult to treat, or have already caused irreversible damage. Cancers grow silently without symptoms until they're large, spread, and potentially untreatable, but screenings catch them at highly curable stages. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes damage your organs silently for years before causing symptoms, but simple tests catch them early when they're easily managed. Vision and hearing problems worsen gradually without you realizing the extent until significant damage has occurred. Dental problems that could be easily fixed become serious infections requiring extensive treatment. Bone density loss proceeds silently until you break a bone from a minor fall. Vaccinations prevent serious illnesses that can be life-threatening in seniors. Every condition is easier, cheaper, and more successfully treated when caught early through preventive care rather than waiting for symptoms. Schedule and actually attend annual comprehensive physical exams with your primary doctor. Get all recommended cancer screenings on schedule. colonoscopy, mammogram, skin checks, and others your doctor recommends based on your risk factors. Stay current with all vaccinations your doctor recommends, including flu, pneumonia, shingles, and others. See your dentist every 6 months without fail for cleaning and examination. Get comprehensive eye exams annually, not just vision checks. Get hearing tested every 2 years. Women should continue gynecological exams. Men should discuss prostate screening with their doctor. Address any problems or symptoms immediately, rather than waiting to see if they resolve on their own. Keep a health file with all your results and bring it to appointments. Serious conditions are developing silently in your body right now, and only preventive care will catch them while they're still treatable. Schedule your preventive care appointments this week. Tip 8. Maintain a sense of purpose and contribution. Having a reason to get up each morning, something meaningful you contribute that matters to others, is absolutely essential for happiness, health, and longevity in old age. Many seniors lose their sense of purpose after retiring, and this loss devastates their mental and physical health. Research from the University of Michigan shows that seniors with a strong sense of purpose live significantly longer, experience far less depression, maintain cognitive function measurably better, have stronger immune systems, and report dramatically higher life satisfaction than those living without purpose or meaning. My neighbor Adelaide felt increasingly useless and depressed after retiring from teaching. She had no reason to get up, no one depending on her, and felt her life no longer mattered. She started volunteering at a literacy program, tutoring adults learning to read. Having people depend on her weekly, making a real difference in their lives, gave her life meaning again and transformed both her mental and physical health within months. Living without purpose creates a downward spiral that destroys health and happiness. You lose motivation for self-care, exercise, healthy eating, and all the behaviors that keep you healthy when life feels meaningless. Depression develops or deepens when you feel useless and unneeded. Cognitive decline accelerates when your brain isn't engaged in meaningful, purposeful activity. Social withdrawal increases when you feel you have nothing to offer. Physical health deteriorates when you lose reasons to take care of yourself. Mortality risk increases measurably. Studies show that people without purpose die younger from all causes. Life feels empty and days feel endless when you have nothing meaningful to do and no one depending on you. Purpose isn't a luxury. It's a fundamental human need that becomes even more critical in old age when traditional sources of purpose like career and raising children are gone. Volunteer regularly for causes you genuinely care about. Literacy programs, food banks, hospitals, animal shelters, environmental organizations, or political causes. Mentor younger people in your former profession or areas of expertise. Your knowledge and experience are valuable. Stay actively involved with grandchildren or other young people in your family. Take on meaningful projects that use your skills and interest you. Help neighbors who need assistance with tasks you can do. Join organizations with missions you believe in and contribute actively. Create art, music, writing, or other work that expresses who you are. Share your knowledge through teaching, writing, or speaking. Whatever you choose, it must feel genuinely meaningful to you personally and involve contribution to something beyond yourself. Life without purpose is empty and short, regardless of physical health. Find your purpose this week. These 8 secrets to a happy, healthy life after 60, prioritizing quality sleep, maintaining meaningful relationships, moving your body daily, nourishing yourself with whole foods, keeping your mind challenged, practicing gratitude, staying current with preventive care, and living with purpose, are completely within your control and require no special resources, wealth, or circumstances. A happy, healthy old age isn't about luck, genetics, or circumstances beyond your control. It's about making conscious daily choices to care for yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and socially. Every single one of these practices creates measurable improvements in your health, happiness, and quality of life within weeks of starting. Which of these 8 secrets will make the biggest difference in your life, and which one will you start first? Leave a comment telling me your biggest challenge to caring for yourself well, and I'll respond with specific advice to help you. If this video gave you even one practice that will genuinely improve your life, click that like button and subscribe for more guidance on living your best life after 60. Share this with another senior who deserves happiness, health, and a joyful old age. These 8 practices could transform their entire experience.